Hey buddies, welcome to AmassGames. My name is Simon. It's doing a setup, play and review for the game Bureau of Investigations in Arkham and elsewhere. This is in the Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective line. As you may have seen from my unboxing, teaser, trailer, preview, overview video, I have played many of these cases previously of the others types. This one was Cthulhu. It did worry me in terms of thinking it might be a bit too, cosmic horror, a bit too crazy, a bit too loosey-goosey, which I found in most Cthulhu games. However, I had read the rules on this and it said that it was more of a, there's all logic-based stuff. And as you can see, there is a newspaper. So like the original game, there's a newspaper, you can read through it. Maybe there's something of interest for you just solving a case. Each case has a different level of difficulty. They start off with 1, they increase, they all over the place. And it definitely was something I'd already played a kind of promotional version of as well separately. And what do I think? Well, the first case is fairly classic Sherlock Holmes. You do have, like the original one, you do have a map that you can go with. You also have a book and a directory that you're going to look up and decide where you want to go. So that looks like this. So you are going to be told about a place which might be a university, it might be a warehouse, whatever it might be. And you're going to tell its location, like 23 Church Street in the east of the city. So in the east of the city, let's say East Central, it could be 19 EC, and you can go to that location. So how do you go to that location? Well, as you can see, nothing's written on here. So in this case, 19 EC in one case might be something else elsewhere. You look up that location and something might irrelevant be there. It might not be. It might be like, oh, no one's home, or why have you come here? I know nothing about this. So that's something to do with case 1. Basically, we are going to Arkham. I won't spoil it as to where else we go elsewhere, but each of those cases definitely comes back and ties into the Lovecraftian mythos. What you'll find in this is each case at the end will say something like, this has been inspired by this novella, or these 2 novellas. And as I mentioned about my interest in Cthulhu, there are some that I do rate. I might even do a rating of my top 5. I don't know if I can stretch it to 10, that I really enjoy that much, to push it to 10. But I will say that of all the Cthulhu games I've played, this has been most interesting to me, actually telling me about Cthulhu, telling me about Lovecraftian mythos and the history of those books and what that comes about to. So very impressed with that. Case 2 is similar. I don't want to spoil too much more than Case 2, but I will say it's very innovative from that point onwards. It's very different to the standard Sherlock Holmes games. Really impressive, very detailed. A lot of stuff has gone to it by Gregory Privat. Great designer, put a lot of effort into this. There are 5 cases, as I mentioned. You normally get 10 in a box this kind of thick, I guess. But just to show you a bit of detail within this, let's pick it to case 2, doesn't really matter. You're going to have information like this. So you're going to thumb, and like the component quality is really good. So I highly recommend it from that perspective. The components, the amount of pages you get a huge amount of text. The amount of detail that they go into is just really impressive. Case 3 is pretty much the highlight. In terms of difficulty, like I said, they do lift the difficulty. You don't find that on the other ones from what I can recall. But you will find that I have found some anxiety, which might just be a Cthulhu-related bit as well. I definitely enjoyed the variation that you do get with this. And I did play this solo for case 4. The other cases I played as a 2, which is how I've played all the other Sherlock games. In terms of scoring, well, funny enough, it's one of these games whereby, as a cooperative game, you're either going to win by deducing it, or you're not going to win. And you might get something in between that. And in one case that I did win, and in one case I didn't win, I actually felt that, great, is it too easy? I don't know. So it's always a tricky matter between how many people get it right and how many people could innocently or otherwise, not paid attention. So you do need to be cautious in what you're doing. You do need paper and pen just to make some notes. It's a great way to use up some information. And like I said, there's lots of really cool stuff in here that I've been very impressed with. Aside from that, will there be any more cases? I have no idea. I know people were impressed for the mindset. And I initially saw the ratings for this, and 7.3, well, that's not bad, but it's not the highest out there. My average rating being 6.36 for a number of years now. On average, I do give this pretty high actually, 7.8 something or other, so 7.89. So I highly recommend this one. Any comments, please let me know in the comments best on YouTube. Aside from that, please make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check out my AmassGames playlist, the How to Set Up, Play and Review playlist, the Family Weight Game playlist, and also check out the playlist for this, to do the escape room in a box kind of stuff. Thanks very much for watching. Again, any chance there are competitions, check via Linktree. They are time sensitive, so they do disappear. Also head through to, via that description, Instagram, over 2,500 followers, 2,900 posts, and please join the discussion on Facebook. But for now, back to the table.